Well, I started check, I can't see.
It's true.
Oh gosh, Shalia. Look, is Nyol here?
And Niques here.
Right. And here's the, you know how long we planning to do something to expose one, our great friendship, and two, you laughing, yes?
I had a
And you feel
laugh.
that's so funny.
Even though we live with
You
only
see how the
friends, that's
woman
why I
like to
had a laugh.
disturb, man. People don't believe he's only friends.
Yeah, that's why I had a laugh.
They need to see your man because I can't see him and I hear he big and strong. And I only have big and strong people in my family, but I'm not big and strong. Anyway, so we want to expose one, our great friendship, and two, our great conversations, because we have some real great conversations. I mean, I'm sure other people always have great conversations too, but and if other people having great conversations, they need to expose it. But so we taking the opportunity to expose our great conversations, and we kind of hoping that we could probably help other people along the way, not just to have great conversations, but to help them sort their lives out. And everybody is feeling as a psychologist and a counselor. We are great, but we are great advice to give, so we're giving it, right?
So today
what's the topic? What's the topic?
I'm gonna tell you what's the topic, Dick. So today we're going to talk about what to look for when choosing a romantic partner. That's what we're talking about today.
What to look for when choosing a romantic partner.
Yes.
Now, that's something hot,
I'm telling you, and I'm gonna tell you something. I am not a relationship specialist, but for some strange reason, people come to me for relationship advice. I don't know why, but they do it all the time. And I find it very strange, but that is just how it is. So I decided to rope in my good friend here.
Hello, like me.
And give a relationship advice with him, because I feel like if people out there looking for relationship advice.
By the way, we are two BS artists, and should I say? Let me say we are Ole Talk specialists, because I never been good at making any relationship work. But like I said, everybody's feeling as a counselor and a psychologist. Anyways, we give great advice. Sometimes people just give great advice, but they can't take their own advice. That's probably me, not you.
That's probably you, but not me. I just listen to myself.
No, you're a good girl. I know it from my head to my foot. I hope my mother not seeing this.
I hope so.
Because my mother actually think I'm a good boy.
Little does she know.
Yeah, she needs to meet one of my ex-girlfriends. Don't do that.
Anyway, so what to look for in a romantic partner?
But you're rushing the brush.
As the topic, let's repeat the topic.
Yeah, but we need to let the people know that before we start to talk now, we need to let them know, whoever logging on, whoever checking it out, because people go check it out, right? Yeah. People go check us out from time to time. They might stay on and think, but people go check us out. We need to let them know that if they have a question that they want us to address, feel free to message us. We will address it right here, one time.
Exactly.
In this place right now, right?
I will hear Ole Talk.
Ole Talk, that's right. So get them the topic there again. If you have a question or a comment on the topic, please share it. We go share it too.
Right. So the topic is what to look for when you're looking for a romantic partner, or what are the things you have to look for when you're looking for a romantic partner. I see somebody put in the comments here, poor mother. She don't know nothing, okay? She don't know that you're naughty.
No, are we allowed to call the people's name who put anything in my chat, boy? No, and you wouldn't let me do that.
Nah, load up.
No, Lord. I'm gonna just tell him to damn fast. Move on. Jesus loves you. He's your best friend.
Yes. So what to look for?
What to look for? What? Okay. So here's what, right? I do make relationships work, but it ain't. I suppose it's not private. That
Yeah, that's a romantic relationships, not
sorry,
all relationships.
romantic. Yeah, because the people already think we more than.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's specified.
Yes, okay, good. So I don't make romantic relationships work. I have great friends, and all my friends will tell you I'm a great friend, but I'm not a. I was gonna say I'm not a great lover, but that's not good advertising.
Change your phrase.
I'm not a great boyfriend. And my ex-wife will tell you I'm not a great husband either.
Oh my.
Shout out ex-wife.
Oh gosh.
Well, shout out.
Now you go ahead.
You know what is the other way to say ex-wife?
What's the next way?
Headache.
Oh my gosh, how you call
I'm not calling anybody a headache. I can just say the other
that's the other way to say it.
Yes, because I'm sure all the men out there will agree with me. The other way to say ex-wife is headache.
Oh my God.
And you know what? How to say the other way to say ex-wife if they have children for you? Well, ask me how to say it now. Ask me. Migraine.
Migraine? It moved from a headache to a migraine?
Yes, when they had children for you, it's migraine.
So an ex-wife is headache, and an ex-child, an ex-wife with children is migraine. That's what you're trying to tell me? It's a good thing none of them think to you, yes?
I am not saying that. I'm saying that is what I am sure other men out there, and fellas, so they can back me up, please, because right now she will crucify me. Anyways,
what to look for when looking for a romantic partner? What to look for?
You remember some years ago? You remember some years ago, right? When the Prime Minister came out and he said, women are to choose their partners wisely.
Right.
And a lot of people in the country was in an uproar. How he could say that and why he feel he could tell people who to bring in the house and thing. Now, I will try to find the clip and I will bring it next time we come in on live. But I think a lot of people didn't listen to the Prime Minister with what he was saying.
Because I think the man was making sense. You have to choose your partners wisely. I think men and women.
Exactly.
Partners wisely.
I mean, he was saying it on the back of I think it was when the Japanese girl, I don't want to try to remember her name, or I probably wouldn't even say it properly. Anyways, when the Japanese girl had gotten killed in the savannah, I think so. Right. Or they could correct me if I'm wrong, but he was saying it on the back of that event. And he was saying that we need to choose our partners wisely. Or he was not referring to women, right? That's the point I was making. But I think the mistake he makes is that he did not extend it to everyone. Everybody's supposed to choose their partners wisely. So let me jump into it. What are you looking for? What are you looking for when you're looking for a partner?
Let me see.
First thing, number one, what is at the top of your list, Gil?
The top of my list. You know, long time I used to make lists and thing about who I want to marry.
Long time?
Long time.
Oh, you find the man now.
Yeah. But that's a conversation for our next day. But my list, a few things on top of my list. I like to be open with communication. I like to be hiding and saying, if I'm feeling sick, I want to be able to tell you I'm feeling sick without feeling like, you're going to be reprimanding me for feeling sick. I like open communication. If we can sit down and have a conversation and we can talk some serious things, I like that. I like open communication. I think that's the first thing. if we can't have I remember a time, I'm gonna tell you a story. I can tell stories and things now.
Yes, you go, girl.
I like to tell stories.
I hope none of your students not looking at this.
Oh God. Let me tell you a story. So at that time, this very nice young man, he was as the people say, tracking me. And he would pop in the chat and say, well, how your day was going? I would say, all right, it was going good. How your day was going? Good. And that was basically the gist of the comment. Every day was the same thing. Oh yeah, and at different points in time in the day too. So it's like morning, how you going? Afternoon, how you going? Nighttime, how you going? And then with the added benefit of, well, sweet dreams, good night. And that was basically it. That was the whole conversation. That was the whole chat. Bunch of greetings. So now the man was very nice. He was a very nice gentleman, but I could not be attracted to him whatsoever because we could not hold a conversation. It was impossible to hold a conversation with this man. So
would you say there that you all didn't have any chemistry?
None, zero. But he had really liked me. Really liked me.
Well, he had chemistry for you. Why you just call that? Use the science teacher.
I don't know. That's not one-way reaction.
That again, that's another topic for another day too. Because sometimes plenty people just fall in love with people who don't fall back in love with them.
Exactly.
Long time we used to call it unrequited love. Now we just call it rejection. Yeah, okay, so we have two things therefore that we're looking for, right? Open communication and chemistry. I know for me, that second one you bring up there, it came up inadvertently because of the story, right? But that one for me really important. I mean, the two of them really important. Communication for me is the key to any relationship, whether it be romantic, whether it be otherwise professional, platonic. Communication and open communication is the key to making any relationship work. Right? But chemistry earlier. Chemistry, and I say it like chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yes. Chemistry between two people who are looking to get into a romantic relationship is really important.
If it's important.
When you find chemistry, you're on like a socks inside like a leather. When you find chemistry, you're on like a socks inside like a liver. I think when somebody thinking that is not my thing.
I realize that. I was gonna where you get it from.
Yeah. I will tell you when I say something that is my I just say real stupidness, but that one wasn't mine. Right. So chemistry. Big time. Boom. The next thing I'm going to add here, so you are communication and chemistry. I am going to say you need to look for respect.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It are plenty times people has been in relationships and we just kind of misinterpret and misunderstand what respect is. Now I know that everybody come from different situations and everybody come from different household, and what is respect in my household might not be respect in somebody else's household. In my household, we might not we don't use obscene language, but in somebody else's household, obscene language might be the order of the day. Or in Trinidad, yes, and in Trinidad, we love to be satirical and sarcastic.
True.
And I feel like that's a part of our defense mechanism. We laugh off everything, right? So that's just who we are.
Everything to Trinity is a joke. Everything to us is a joke. We know this.
That's just a big defense mechanism to just not to face the real issue. Because we don't like to feel real emotions and things in Trinidad. And so we just laugh at
nope.
That what we do, right?
Everything is
anyways, we like to be very sarcastic. And not everybody could take that now, boy. Everybody can take it. So smally out there and young fellas out there, when you're looking for a man, you have to make sure, one, firstly, that you respect yourself, and two, that he respects you. And watch now, going back to the communication, you have to lay down what your level of respect is. If you don't talk about it from the beginning, crap or smoke, Your pie. Because this man who could come from wherever he come from, he might have no proper background, or this girl might come from wherever she come from, and she whole family might be one set of jamet. You understand? You understand? And she coming in your life and you wonder, what the hell? I don't know how to deal with this woman. I like she and thing, right? I like she. She real nice and thing, but oh God, boy, she mouth can't take it. So respect is real big, and you gotta be able to lay that down.
So based on what you're saying about respect, I think compatibility is a big one as well. Being compatible with somebody, because you could have chemistry with somebody, you know, and you can have open communication, talk whole night about a pack of stupidness. But if you're not compatible, if your views and your views on life don't line up, then you're really fooling yourself. You enter into a relationship that will eventually fall apart because they're not compatible. What do you Christian call on? What do Bible say? Unequally yoked.
Unequally yoked. But I am. Well, okay, so for me, right, I have a little bit of a different perspective on that, right? Yeah, okay. It's what for me, compatibility means that all your future goals must be going in the same direction.
All right.
I don't think necessarily that people. For me, I never look for a woman that's compatible with me. Like right now, in the sense that if both of us like the same things, I feel like I'm gonna be real bored. It's gonna be like you and that young man, and if we gonna call each other in the morning, how you going? Good. Lunchtime, how you going? Good. Nighttime, how you going? Good. Well, sweet dreams, good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I different. I like a woman with a little bit of crazy and shit.
Oh my, that is why. That is why. That's why ex-wife and thing is headache. That is a migraine and thing.
Yeah, well, that what it is. The headache and migraine. But and that could be because there wasn't a little bit of crazy. There was plenty crazy.
Oh
no, shut! You cannot say that, boy. You cannot say that.
They should be listening.
Hey! Oh God! I don't give too much liberty. Old talk. And don't forget if you have any comments or questions. Put them in the chat. We go address them.
Please share.
Oh, I wanted to say that too. Yes, Ole, go and tell their friends that we on. Share the thing with them.
Share the post.
Share the thing with them.
Hey, Amber boy. Oh Lord.
Hey, this is Amber from who you used to teach from back in school.
Yes, Sana.
Right. Amber, how you going, girl? She got her ass or she still have her ass?
I don't know. Not that Amber, Sana.
Sana. Oh, but don't make Sana. I feel like I don't remember her. Sana was one of my favorite students. What's wrong with you? You said Amber.
That's her name on Facebook. Oh gosh.
Oh God. Sorry. No, you mad. Shout out, Sana. How you going? How just say you going, girl?
Why they making all the people and them, man?
What, that you, man? That is she, man.
What have they done now? What have they done? Anyway.
Well, she could just write me back and tell me she and he done, but I doubt them done, girl. Them like ring and finger.
Oh gosh. Anyway, we start talking people with this. Anyway, what we rich? Oh, anyway, it's all talk, eh? It's all talk.
And by the way, you know why I always say, you have to be careful with me. Don't let me know your business, eh? Or if you're telling me your business, you have to let me know, Nyol, this is strictly confidential because once you have business to mind, I mine in it.
Mine a cow over people business, Nyol.
Mine a cow, God. That your lie. Hey, by the way,
yes.
Nix and I are teachers. We didn't even let the people know we are teachers. We don't
yes, we are teachers.
Yes, we are teachers, right? And she's a playwright. And I just help her.
Yes, and I say we're not done.
I tell them they will them.
You know like, they're done, so I just
look at two young people and you know they're going to last. Watch now, I hope I'm not putting any blight or margin on their relationship. I think, eh? But you just look at two people and say, oh God, them go and get married.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I look at San Andrew side.
Well, I really hope they last now because you put your foot in your mouth there.
Across my finger and across my 10 toes. How you just do that?
I don't know. I can cross my toe. No? Anyway, let me not
You
talk
could cross
about
your
that.
toe?
Yes,
What kind of skillful thing is that? How he name gonna be real happy? What else you
then I
could
can
cross?
cross my toe.
Well, the thing is, what else you could cross? Don't answer that. Yeah?
I'm
Move
not
on.
answering it. I'm not
Right,
answering
okay.
it.
Move
So
on.
compatibility, you saying that you don't look for somebody who have the same likes as you.
No, I don't want them to have the same likes as me. I want them to be a little different from me. I not different in the sense that everything we fighting about, eh? But I just find I need to have a different perspective, and I need to be able to offer a different perspective to you.
Right.
I don't want us to be unevenly yoked. We gotta be heading in the same direction, meaning
Right.
that
Same
both are
goals, same life
goals.
goals.
We gotta want some success. We gotta have some ambition, right?
Right. Together as our units, moving in one direction.
Right. Yeah, but I don't want to be so compatible with you. I don't want to have everything in common, long time. Or even some girls now who looking for their Prince Charming. That crap doesn't exist. I just they know that one time. All Prince Charming just turn into a devil at some point in time, even if it is between the sheets. Move on, right?
Lord, not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. Hold me back, hold me back. Right.
Hold him back on Zoom. Hold him back.
You don't even have nobody here to hold me back.
So what we get so far, we know that we had our chemistry. We know we had our respect.
Communication.
We had our communication.
You want compatibility.
I want to be the same thing you said is what I want. I want to be able to have the same values and same goals. That's what I mean about compatibility.
I don't mind if you have a little bit of different values than mine.
Well, then it's my thing. I like that. I like when people have similar values and similar goals. Understand?
I want to. I don't mind if you have a little difference in value than mine.
You don't mind a little scattle.
No, you're mad or what?
You said you that what you say though.
No, I didn't say that. Eh?
You say you don't mind you share different values, so I want to know what that's scattle.
Well, I glad you know. I glad to know that you think that I am the opposite of scattle. Thank you very much, friend.
Nah, I don't think that at all. But I don't think you want a full-blown scattle.
But you're like, I can't carry that home to my mother.
Oh, Lord.
But long time they used to say they want a freak in the streets and a lady, a freak in the streets and a lady in the streets.
Yeah, I understand.
That one, she could be a skettle.
Okay. You want a part-time skettle, not full-time.
A bedroom skettle.
A bedroom? Oh, God. Bedroom skettle. I feel like you do crazy. A bedroom skettle.
What wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Not a thing.
So what else?
Well, let me take a break from there for now. You have something that you want to that somebody has sent to you that you want us to respond to?
So as I say, people send me many different things, but mostly about relationships for some strange reason. I don't know if I look at it as right, like if I have plenty of advice on relationships, but people send me things, and somebody sent me something here. The English not too good, so I don't kind of, but I will read it how it's supposed to be.
But don't read it now, paraphrase it now.
I'll paraphrase it. She says that she's a single mother. She has one child. She committed adultery, or she was with one man, and she has been in and out of relationships, but everybody keep hurting her and using her. And she asks, what can I do to find my soulmate? And here's the thing. She said, I need to settle down. I'm 31 years of age. That's what she said. Now, first of all, before we start, I don't deal with that 31 years of age thing one time. I feel highly offended by that. Because I feel like if people shouldn't be forcing themselves to settle down
because of the age. But what's wrong with you, girl?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
I do have a problem with that statement.
No. Well, we had to agree to disagree tonight because
No, let me trash it out. Let me trash it out.
Let me hear what
But no,
opinion.
I didn't let you finish. So let me let you finish and
Right.
then I
So
will tell you why
I have a problem with that. I find if things are meant to be, you find the person, you settle along, sure, no problem. Settle along, you're married, have children, whatever your version of settle along is. But to say, because I edge in 30 or I edge in 40, I have to find something. It's like a race. And that is where it kind of leads to bad relationships because you're rushing into things because you have a ticking time, especially as women, because we know time is short when it comes to making children. We don't have all the time in the world. Man can make children up until 90 and all kind of thing. If he back will break. But we can't do that. So time is of the essence.
Back will break.
But I don't put the people. Anyway, I have a problem with that. I think things should happen naturally. If it happens, it happens. But I don't think you should be rushing into things. If you're rushing into things because you're nearing a particular age, then there's a chance that you could rush into the wrong relationship.
No,
you go now. Let me hear.
I agree with what you're saying in terms of not rushing into things. I don't think people should rush into any relationship. But I feel like that comment coming from a place of being a little sheltered and you know how for a long time in your life you didn't really want no man and that kind of thing, and then you know
let laundry to the whole world now. Go ahead now.
No problem. You know I like to wash. No, I don't really like to wash. Yeah, just right. It's business I'm minding it. Anyways, but see, you're in a settled relationship. No, let me give you another perspective on how to look at that. It's not so much about the biological clock ticking. You know, don't laugh when I say this, eh? You're going to laugh, but you know, the more time passes in your life, you know how much sex you missing, Veronica?
Don't do this.
You know how much sex you missing?
But then, let me let you finish. Go ahead.
Right? And then it's so much like you're feeling, oh gosh, I have reached this age and I don't have somebody to share my life with. No, again, I agree with you. You should not rush into a relationship. But we can't deny that sometimes, what I was going to say, especially for women, and that was going to be real presumptuous of me. Sorry, ladies out there. I just like to feel like I can talk for everybody. But the older you get, the more you get this feeling that, oh gosh, it's about time that I find somebody to be with. That is all it is, It's not so much that you're pushing 30 or you're pushing 40 and the biological clock ticking and oh gosh. It's just that, oh gosh, it's just the older you get, the lonelier you just get. Again, because you know how much sex you missing. But anyways, let me deal with the woman, the ladies, the young ladies. She's a young lady, right?
Yeah, she's 31 and she's a single mother. And she is being used and abused by different men. And she's not used and abused, she's used and hurt. That's the word that
she's been used and hurt.
Yes.
She has also been a little promiscuous.
It seems so. It would seem so. Yes.
So we go in and dissect this and we're gonna sort of try to help her out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't deal with the thing. I think we both can agree that, listen, it doesn't really matter how old you are, you shouldn't rush into a relationship.
No.
We understand that you're feeling lonely. We understand the feeling that you kind of want to settle down. You're looking for a good man, and a good father for your little child. That cannot be said. Once you have children, you're not just looking for a man anymore, but you're looking for a good father for your child, right? So those are the qualities you're looking for when you this particular person and anybody else out there like her, that is what you're looking for. No. Here's my take on it. Could be wrong, could be right, but here's my take on it. I think, well, obviously we didn't get the whole story, right?
No.
But I feel like somewhere in this this lady's, this young girl's past. Something happened to her because she herself, to me, seems to be like she herself needs to get her act together.
That's a good point. That's a really
You understand? I feel like
we need to circle back to that point too, as coming closer to the end.
Yeah. We probably have to come back to it, right? She has to get her act together. And then I have to go back to what the Prime Minister had said some years ago.
You're trying to get people mad.
I let her get mad now. I agree with the man. What the hell? I think, again, when you have a child, that is your first priority.
Yep.
So when you're looking for a man, you have to look for a good father. And here's my thing. At 31, I used to have a problem with people. Now I could understand if you have issues, right? But at 31, you're in and out of relationships. Again, you need to get your act together and make the man wait.
Why you would say that?
Because, okay, so she's talking about
wait on what, Nyol?
Just now, wait.
What?
Sex.
Okay, tell me why.
Here's what. A lot of women out there, ladies, are no only going to be vexed with me for this. Some of the ones who could think rationally, and I'm not saying that women don't think rationally, I'm just saying those of you who could think rationally, or they wouldn't be vexed. But listen to what I'm saying carefully. These days, women don't make men wait anymore. You meet a man, he like you like he, or you're feeling a little frisky, or you get a itch and all, you scratch it. You ain't take no time to get to know the man. Or I know it sounds like an old-time value.
That's like a real old-time value, yeah?
Yes, but this is how you just get to know them man and them. And this is how you just get to know how stink there is. The more you make them wait, because man stink. I'm telling you right now, right out here. I telling you right now, man stink. The more you make them wait, is the stinker they will smell.
Oh my God.
So you need to make them wait a little longer, and that also lessens the chances of you getting hurt and used. More than that, you know how much thing you could get from making a man wait. The more you make it, you much roses and chocolate and jewelry you get from making the man wait. It's old-fashioned thing, but it is a tried and tested way of making your relation, of being in a successful relationship. Let me hear you know.
Yeah, so I like to flip things. Anytime we talk about traditional values and things, I always like to flip and think outside the box.
Yeah, so go ahead, opposition leader.
Well, I don't want to hear thoughts oppose you, so we can have
right.
So that we can have it all talk.
Do your thing.
So what you were saying is that make the man wait. Females make the man wait.
Yes.
So men should make women wait. That's what you're trying to say?
Everybody should make each other wait because women stink too. Everybody should make each other wait.
So what you're saying then, your point is, don't rush into a physical relationship right away.
I'm not saying that because some people like, they might be like, wait, talking about what do you mean by physical? Don't hold the hand. No, I'm telling you straight up, do not rush into a sexual relationship right away.
Okay.
We're doing that too much in this society. And that is how people are being, that is how women, especially, let me tell you something one time out here. And this is a topic we could touch on another edition of Ole Talk, right? But let me tell you something. Men are hunters. And what are hunters by nature? Predators. That's what we are. So we have built-in men. Let me not say we. Men. Men have built-in instincts. We know what to look for, how to look for weakness in a female. If you realize it's mostly women who just talk about hurt and used. It's mostly women who just talk them things.
Men does get hurt and used too.
Yes, but it doesn't happen as much as women just get hurt and used. It don't happen as much because ladies, again, you don't make them wait. Let him come home. If you have a child, let him come home. Let him play with little Johnny. Let him look and see how he reacting when little Johnny get him vexed. Let him wait by a gate and tell him something to get him vexed for spite. And
What?
Yes.
What?
No.
What?
Tell him
What?
something.
I come closer to the screen here. What you just say?
Come closer.
What you just say there?
Let him stand up by a gate
You see that
and tell him
mind games
something.
until he looking for what is
No, you have listen out here now. You have to know. Okay, you let him come in your house and meet him, and you come in your house and you say something to get him vexed in your house. Inside your house behind closed doors. And as soon as he get him vexed, you don't know what this man come from. You don't know his past. You don't know if he has anger issues. And all of a sudden, he get vexed. Bam! He cough out your face.
Oh Lord.
And
you see, that's why you like one who a little bit crazy, you know.
No, I like to keep it real, you know. I let them watch them and when you get them vexed,
well,
ladies,
course, you gotta
watch them good.
Period 4.
Watch his hands. Watch and see his hands. If he can't control his hand and you see his hand opening and folding, so you know he has anger issues. Don't talk to him again. Lucky of one time. I
could agree with you to some extent in terms of not rushing into, as I say, a sexual relationships. Fine. You understand? Fine. Okay. But I can't agree with the part that only women should make man wait.
No, I don't agree with that. I say everybody should make each other wait.
Fine.
But okay. I forgot the point you're saying is that I was talking too much on the female side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think if that's the point is that people don't rush into a sexual relationship. See what's going on with the person first. Because the point that you're trying to make is what? That when you rush into a relationship when a woman rush into a relationship with a man, they have sex with him. And then what is the too fast? And then what is the result of that? Tell me.
What is the result of that? It goes to plenty results.
Like the lady here who hurt and was hurt and used.
But okay, it have plenty results. But to not be too boring. Well, I could never be boring. Hello. Okay.
What? How boring? How?
No, but the end result is you don't know which man is a wolf in sheep's clothing. You don't know which man just looking to use you for sex.
But you don't know which woman either. Because
I'm not disagreeing with you. You know what? You defend the fellas and them. I go talk to the ladies, right? Because hello, I single out here, and I want them to know that I is a good man looking for a good woman. Well, a little bit of a crazy woman, right? So you defend the fellas out here. Go ahead.
I had to defend them. Somebody had to defend them. You know what I am?
Yeah, nah. You go ahead and defend them. You go ahead and defend them. Now, but you're right. I have to say that you are right. It has to go both ways.
It must go both ways
because it has some ladies out here. Oh my God!
They might be using you for sex, but they're using you for money.
Hey! I don't like that premise. You starting there with that.
What's that?
Woman does use you for sex too.
Yes, I'm not saying that they don't. You understand? I'm not saying that they don't. There's a whole Facebook post I seen yesterday about that. About woman. If woman does use man for sex, but we're not going down that road. That's a different topic. That's another topic for our next
week. That is a hot topic. I can't wait till we talk about that one because you know how much woman does say, oh God, I want to leave him alone, but that thing's sweet.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let me move on. Go ahead.
I remember what I was going to say. Something. Right. Woman does use men for many different things. You understand? They use them and then they go away. You understand? So really and truly, I think the point is, especially for her, she's 31, she has a child, she needs to take it really, really slow and not use her age or, because that's what she said. She specifically said she is 31, she needs to settle down.
Well, she needs to just forget that. She needs to just forget that whole I 31 and I need to settle down.
Yeah, that's what we started off saying. That is not the issue here. Your age is not the issue. And so you're looking for a romantic long-term partner, you can't just rush into things.
And then, well, I have to, because I'm a Christian, that has to be first in everything you do. Nothing wrong with asking God if this is the partner. If when you meet a man, if this is the right husband for you and this is the right stepfather for your child. Nothing wrong with praying and asking God for that guidance. And two, waiting for an answer.
True. True.
You
Other times we rush
understand?
into things, we ask God, God, there's the right man, and before God can say yes, no, maybe, wait, run.
Yeah. People doesn't
Run in
understand.
that direction.
God has given three answers. It could be yes, no, or wait. You understand? People doesn't get at that too.
Nope. So I think that's the best advice, as you say. She needs to slow down. But I want to circle back to something you said about finding yourself or evaluating yourself. I can't remember the exact words you use. But I think that is such a big thing that we don't really do, especially when we're looking for romantic partners, that we don't know ourselves first. And then we go into a relationship. We don't know ourselves. We don't know what we want. And then we go into a relationship and then expect somebody to fill the gap.
Big mistake.
Oh gosh. Let me say this one time. You're not looking for a better half. You are a whole person.
Hello.
That is gonna be so mad. You are a whole person. A whole person.
That's right there, sister. It's big old talk.
What? If it's old talk again, people say, well, that's my better half. And what? No, you is one person. The other person is one whole person.
Yeah.
Together, only together, complement each other. Not I a half a person and I looking for my next half. That kind of Disney fairy lifetime movie shipness. No, this is real life here. Right? You gotta find out who you are as an individual first. And then say, all right, this is who I am. And now I could go and look for somebody who could complement that.
So I have a question for you then. What then would you say to the people? There are some people, right, in life, you look at them and you say, you know this person is not ready for a relationship.
All right.
But
you sit on your head, do it. Don't tell them that.
You really? I just tell them that. Anyways. I tell him, yeah, if you ask for advice, I tell him the truth I want. And two, if you're my friend, it's no self telling you the truth. Because you can't be my friend and I lie to you. It's not your friend if I lie to you. Anyways, you look at them and you say, nah, but you're just not ready for a relationship.
From the breaks.
Right? But there may see people who just be looking for relationships. Those people, no, I agree with you, right? We are all whole people. The Bible says, and the two shall become one, right? Not the two halves shall become one, but the two are joined together, and the two shall become one, right? But it's not some people, them ain't reach one yet.
Oh my gosh.
In other words, them and make a whole. It has some people, them still have real development to go.
Yep.
But them is the ones real pushing relationship. And more often than not, they are the ones who get hurt the most. Either they screw it up themselves or the other person screw it up. So what do you say to people like that? How do you deal with a situation like that?
Well, again, it all comes down to knowing who you are as an individual. It's hard to be in a relationship, because I've been on the opposite side of that. You and I are very self-conscious individuals. So to be in a relationship,
no one talk about that.
Yeah, to be in a relationship with somebody who don't know who they are and they're still trying to figure that out, that is like pulling teeth, you know. That's like pulling teeth.
I feel like
anything you say is a trigger, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't psychologically. You have an argument. They want a pelting. They want to break up. You can't sit down and be like, well, we have a disagreement here. XYZ, these are my points. These are your points. Can we make a compromise? Yes, no, how we moving forward? You can't do that with them, you know. You can't do that with them all up in the feelings. And you're not gonna say, but I'm gonna kill you, boy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it's hard to be with somebody who don't know who they are. They're not mindful of who they are, not mindful of their habits. And then they come into a relationship and they just acting on impulse.
It's just jam. It's just here's the I have a label for that kind of relationship.
You might hear
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Jam and fight.
What you say? Say that again.
Jam and fight.
Jam and fight. But I mean, that would do it.
That way call it that is a jam and fight relationship.
They jam and they fight, and that is how they go in. And them kind of toxic relationships, sometimes you see people in those toxic relationships for years, in and out, for years. They break up, they get back, they break up, they get back, they break up, they get back. And you as your friend looking on the outside telling yourself, but you can't see this relationship not good, and you need to sit down and think and evaluate yourself first.
I wonder if it have anybody out there. Who like that boy, who in a jam and fight relationship.
I should have plenty people.
Pharmacy jam, mango jam,
guava jam.
I said that one already.
Banana
jam.
It gets nowhere. It's not going anywhere.
You get through.
No.
No matter what kind of jam, at the end of the day, it always comes back to fight because that person or those two persons are just not ready to be in a relationship.
No.
And with that, I feel like this is a good time to say, ladies, if a man hitting you, if a man is violent with you,
what's out?
It doesn't matter if you like it. Any man hitting you, or by the way, it could go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
As long as there is violence in a relationship, the first sign of violence you see, and I feel like Niques, what we have to do is get a number for the those hotlines.
Right.
People could call and we need to get those numbers and we need to put those numbers up for people who need it. Any time there is the first hint of violence, you need to leave. It doesn't matter how much money you're getting. It don't matter how good the jam is or how good the sex. It don't matter. As long as there is violence, the first hint of violence, you need to leave. Because here's now, violence is one of those things that it is escalated. It's like it's on a spectrum, right? Sometimes it will start like small and then it will keep building and building and building and building. And the next thing you know yourself is because we bury in here and the country mourning for our next woman who get killed by domestic violence. Right? So from the first time you see that, and whether it is violence against you or violence against your children, because there are a lot of women out there.
What? I just heard a story about that. Yeah.
Yeah, boy, who allow men into their homes and men coming in to hit your children. I just let you know one time, any man hit my children. I tell you one time, I will rest on my Christianity. ...
I think that's a good point because the topic is what to look for.
What to look for exactly.
And that's something that you had to look for. You had to look to see if somebody have violent or aggressive tendencies. Now,
I tell you, lady man talk about the beat and game vex.
People get angry, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the pretending to lash you.
Yeah.
You understand? When they get vexed, oh girl, hush you, and putting up your hand and asking if you can't take a joke. No, I can't take a joke.
And I feel like everybody should make a resolution. Here is not resolve it with yourself. We're not going to play fight.
No.
We're not going and play hit nobody.
No,
because damn thing, I you know how much times I have seen people playing and it turn into something real because this person might hit the next one too hard and it
and
just
then what you practice is what you will do.
That's right.
You practice. So you're pretending to fight, you're pretending to hit all the time, and then when things escalate, you understand?
I tell you already the formula, leave the man by the gate and get vexed and watch
Players him. Only play until somebody get hurt,
Watch him. Because women will say things. Women will say things to get you vexed. That's just life, right? I mean, I'm not saying separating anybody, but that's just how it is.
Yep.
People will get vexed. So you have to watch people and see how they're reacting. How they're reacting to when the children do something that they don't want them to do.
Yep.
You understand? And I just find anybody, male or female,
That's something to look for.
Yeah, that is something to look for. And if you have children, and somebody's coming into your relationship, you always look to see this person not marrying just you alone, this person marrying your children too. So you gotta make sure that person love your children, right?
Yeah, you're right. That person marrying your children.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that person love your children, right? If that person can love your children, you need to. It doesn't matter how perfect you might feel that person is. A perfect person love your children.
No. You gotta bust out, yes. You gotta bust all the way out.
Yeah. You gotta break that link, bust that link one time.
Mm-hmm.
One time.
I like to say, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Just bust out one time. Just stop right there. Just don't go for it. Stop right there.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
Don't collect $200. You know why we say that? Oh Lord. Yes. I feel like I think that's a good thing. Yeah, you really had to look for those tendencies in people. You had to look for other tendencies. You had to look for how they react in situations where there's disagreement. I think that's really
what will you say, because this happens. I mean, what will you say to a young woman? We're talking to the young ladies here now, right? I mean, it has older women in it too, right? But I want to just talk to the young ladies right now. What will you say to a younger woman who says that, yeah, I get hit and thing, but I feel like he really loves me and thing, and he don't really mean it. What will you say to a woman who living in that situation?
As you said before, violence increases, and it might be mild now. You might be able to deal with it now, but just think about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years down the line, and that person has continued in that trajectory, and it has gotten worse. Do you still think that you'll be able to deal with it? What level, what mental state will you be in then? It's better to stop at this point in time and be like, all right, this might get worse. This could get worse, and I don't want to be there when it gets worse. I think as well too. A lot of times, I think especially for women, we think that we can change people, we can change men or partners.
Big talk.
Yeah. But that's not the case. When you decide to be with somebody now, after you've gone through that courting period, and you know you've learned the kind of person that they are, you've seen the negative and the bad and the ugly and the stupid sides of that person. You have to think to yourself, all right, if this person is this person 10 years from now, would I still want to be there? If they're the same person 10 years from now, will you still want to be there? Or you're banking on the fact that this person will change? You're banking on that, and you'll be greatly disappointed to find out 10 years from now, the same person you marry in 2020 is the same 2021 is the same person in 2031. He ain't changing. So you have to look at the situation and be like, these negative things here, can I deal with it? Can I handle all of these negative things here? Or I need to bust out because I can't deal with that. Because I can't.
I feel a lot of the times
change him. We can't change people, so.
But you can't. A lot of the times women feel as though they can fix, right? And I just say, if you want to fix something, go and learn to be a mechanic and fix a car. You can't fix no man. I see plenty of women saying that nonsense. I go, yes, they're saying it more so than they used to. I hear it more now than I used to hear it a long time. They want to fix. Listen. The only thing that is made from rotting fruits is wine. And what wine does do? Get you drunk. You understand? Stay away from that. Bust out from that. But then the other side of it, and I want to ask you another one, because I feel like I should be asking you this question, not because you're a female. I really want to talk to the young ladies, because you're a young lady yourself, you understand? So
that's true, yes.
What they might be willing to hear from you, they might not be willing to hear from me, because I'm a man and one man stink for some ladies, you understand? So let me ask you this question. Again, a young lady and you're in it, and the violence is there. The abuse, I'm not say violence alone, but abuse, because it can be verbal, it can be emotional, it can be mental as well, right? There are some women who are, and I know some people like this even now, right, who feel like they can't leave because they're feeling trapped. They're feeling like they not they're trapped in the relationship, but they're feeling trapped in their own life. Like they feel like if they leave, they have nothing else to run to. They have nothing else to turn to. What would you say to a woman who is in a situation and she's feeling like that?
That's a difficult. Because I have seen and experienced so much when it comes to abuse. I've seen so much situations like that, and I understand how difficult it is especially for women, to get up and leave from abusive relationships. It's hard. It is hard. And the thing about it is that I think that you need to lean on people outside of that relationship for support.
But this man just so many. It have men who are very good. It have men who are
I know it have men that will trap you.
Yeah,
trap you.
Yeah,
take out your phone you. And be all up in your space. But girl, you need to run her calypso. Cat does run away. Dog does run away. You know, calypso.
I find all the women that's been looking to be sneaky for the wrong things. I'm not victim shaming here. I'm not victim bashing either.
No.
But I find all
if that's the case, you have to physically run.
He had to sleep at some point in time, eh? He had to sleep at some point in time.
Yeah, you have to physically run. Because other than that, you will never get away.
Yeah, I gotta leave that. I want to make two more points and we're gonna sign off now, right? So just make two more points. The first one is for me, I would talk to the fellas now. Fellas, you gotta check yourself in. We gotta check ourselves in. We gotta know when we have a problem and we gotta know to go and get help too. Right? It's not just up to the woman alone to run or to deal with that. She is not responsible for your problems. You are responsible for your problems. And fellas, you gotta go and help. That's the first thing I want to say. And then the second thing, I feel like this is where the state has to come in and sponsor. I don't think that these programs should be run by the state, but they should get the NGOs involved to sponsor programs where men who are dealing with anger issues, who are dealing with violent tendencies, could go and get help. There are plenty churches running different programs. There are plenty NGOs running different programs. The state, I feel like it's a real thing in this country that we need to fix, but I feel like this is where we need to start now because there are too much women out here. I got fed up. I'm fed up. I mean, it's hard when anybody dies, but I've just fed up. I can't. It hurts when I see, when the country has to live through, it's very traumatic. And when the country has, when the country has to live through situations like that. So, fellas, check yourself, check out yourself, get help. Nothing is wrong with getting help, Nothing is wrong with getting help. You are only as strong as your weakest link. True. So if you're weak in one area, that is what people will know you by daddy. So you gotta go out and you gotta get help. Right, and that's what we still had to come in. Anyway, so
what I look for? Plenty thing. You have your head on your shoulders. Because you will end up like a headless chicken. Running around in a relationship that don't make no sense.
That's real steal. Just wait.
Wait.
That's real steal.
Leave my steal.
I just want to get to know that address.
Yeah, that's no problem. I am comfortable in who I am, so I can be still and be happy. Don't worry about it.
Right, so I know what to look for, and if you need to listen upstairs, you could have a place where they could go and watch watch it again, right?
Yeah, it will be up on our YouTube channel. It will be up on Nyol's YouTube channel. For those of you who are not subscribed there, it will be up on B Entertainment's YouTube channel. So look out for that. Yeah, Ole, when you go up there, subscribe and like and thing and share, right? Subscribe and like and right.
share.
B Entertainment is our company. We'll talk about it sometime later on. So like us on Facebook, follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube. Nyol as well, subscribe to him on YouTube. Follow him on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook.
Yeah. And if you have a question that you would, because we'll be here,
to talk about.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future, we'll be here. Please, sing the good Lord.
Yes.
You want us to talk about.
Yes.
Feel free to leave us Of course. Feel free to leave us a question. Feel free to leave us a comment. Let us know what you want us to discuss. If you want us, even if you just want us to big you up and shout you out and yell out your friends and things, we're doing that too. You understand? So
Hannah say we should organize our podcast. And Shanti say, yeah, her boyfriend love all 6 of her children.
Ashanti, yeah, if you're calling your teddy bear your children, darling, oh God, you can't do that. Wait until you actually have one. You have no children. Stop it.
All right, people. So you know what to find us Tuesday, Ole Talk, 6 p.m. We'll be here vibing as long as we can until we run out of things to say.
We will never run out of things to say.
Oh gosh.
How much you want to bet? Or they mark this down. What's the date today?
Today is the
9th of March. Mark this down, right? This here, this going to turn into a talk show on radio or TV. Watch it. Watch it.
God, look, you predicted the future.
Watch and see.
Because you know I like to all talk with you. So now
yes, this going to turn into that.
What?
Oh God, you had to talk money, girl. God, only one love money.
If you do what you love every day, it would feel like work. Although that's that kind of life, but then we don't go there.
As you say, money, that's the next thing. Don't look for no broke. It have a word, right? Don't look for no bad. You know what a bad?
What's a bad? Tell me.
A broke ass nigga. Don't look for one of them.
No
we gone. We gone.
Bye.